Hello, my friends. Excuse me, I just got out of the shower. My hair is drying. A really late shower. It is 1 o'clock. I'm about to make a very late lunch because I've just had one of those days. Let me put you down somewhere. Where can I put you that's not going to give me that beautiful double chin angle? Okay, I'm just going to hold you then. I have no room on my counters right now, and you'll see why in a minute, but today it's just one of those days that's very busy. Like, it's not a bad day. It's not a bad day by any means, but it's a day where I'm like, go, go, go. Like, I woke up and there's just a lot to do today. So, I'm trying to get as much done as I can and not feel like I put a lot of pressure on myself, honestly, and I'm constantly having to remind myself not to push too hard, that I don't need to go so hard all the time. Things will get done. But when you work for yourself, it can be difficult to remind yourself of that sometimes. So anyway, it's just one of those days where I feel like I should have gotten more done than I have, or it's been like the jobs that I've done have taken a lot longer. But I'm gonna stop. Like, that sounds like such a whiner. Being a whiner. We got a ton done this morning in the garden. So now we're at that time where the harvest really starts to get going. So we're at the end of July, and I think, you know, probably in like 2 weeks, we're gonna be like super busy harvesting things in the garden. I've got a ton of tomatoes that are going to come in. They're all still green. I have no ripe tomatoes yet. So we harvested a whole bunch of herbs and greens, and my zucchini plant is going hard. 2 days ago, I was like, they're not quite ready to harvest yet. And today I went to go harvest them and they're like almost too big. Hi, love. Mackenzie was just out picking baskets of chamomile for me while I was showering. Okay. These girthy boys just came out of the garden. Look how huge they are. Like, I have big hands. That's not a good reference. Let's do a pair of large scissors for reference. Look at how big they are. They're huge. The table's dirty because I haven't washed it yet from all the harvesting and gardening. Got a pile of dill ready to be processed over there. Dill flowers and like the actual leaves, the little tiny pieces that you use to sprinkle on things. So these are all washed and drying. This is mint. We got lemon balm. We got lots of kale. We've got some sage drying over here. These ones haven't been washed yet, but there's some rosemary and marjoram and thyme. We've got lots of stuff coming out of the garden right now. The other night I did a bunch of strawberries. The chamomile is producing beautifully, which is awesome. So we're getting lots and lots of yield. I think I'm just gonna give you a quick glance at the garden today as your garden tour, because I'm not gonna go through everything. I've gone through it so many times that you guys know what it looks like. But I just want to see, like, I'm just going to let you see it later today so that you can see how much it's grown and how much the zucchini, man. But everything has grown quite a bit and it's growing fast at this point. So I'm just about to make a late lunch and then I'm going to catch up with you in a second. But in other news, we have a very large update. We have some new members of the family. Mackenzie, you guys know, many of you know if you've been watching, that Mackenzie had 2 guinea pigs and one passed away last year of old age, and then her bonded partner passed away just a couple months ago of old age as well. And it was really sad because you had them for a long time. And so we were like debating whether or not we were going to get any more pigs, but Mackenzie put together a compact list of reasons and solutions and all sorts of things about why we should get more, and you know what, it was a fair argument, so we got some more. So everybody meet Hermione.
And then there's also, come here girl,
This is Molly
with a piece of grass on her foot.
These are baby, like 3-month-old guinea pigs, and you always buy them in pairs because they need at least, they're herd animals, so you need at least 2. So we're back to being a guinea pig family, and she's done a lot of hard work. She's got a pen outside for them so they can go eat their fresh grass, and we got them on Sunday, and today is Tuesday. So they're new to the family. They're still getting used to all the sounds and smells and people, really, because COVID piggies haven't really been interacted with a ton. So, but they're adjusting really well. Would you say they're adjusting well?
Yeah. Hermione used to, you could never touch her, but now you can.
Yeah, she was very skittish, but Mackenzie's been working with her every single day for the past 2 days. Several times, doing all of the things and tricks she knows to help calm a skittish guinea pig.
And now I'm allowed to pet her.
And Molly is just a chill girl.
Yeah, who eats all of the food.
And if you didn't know, why our guinea pigs are all named after Harry Potter characters. So our previous pigs were Lily and Luna, and we have Ron the hamster, and now we have Hermione and Molly. So it's a full house.
And we had Ginny.
Yes, and we had Ginny. You can't forget about Ginny.
Yeah.
So, some new family members. But, okay, I'm going to go make lunch, and then I'll talk to you guys again in a second. Alrighty, lunch was had. I got a couple more things done, and we're back. I'm back. Excuse the dehydrator noise. I am starting the process of dehydrating the herbs. So, sometimes I hang them, but Carly is shedding, so I'm not risking any like apothecary herbs getting dog hair on them. So it's hard because I have to keep everything so sterile and so clean. Not that that's like hard, but like it's really important to me. Yeah, so dehydrator will be running for the next like 2 days. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys because I don't think I've actually showed this. Like I blogged about this back in the day when I was blogging before I started vlogging. But this is the way that I do greens. One, the way that I do greens in my smoothies. And two, or like to get it, like it's good in sauces, you can pop these in as well. And two, it's a really good way to get rid of the mass amount of kale that my garden is producing. So I wanted to show you what I do. So if you were not aware, greens like kale and spinach, they're the number 1 and number 2 smoothie greens, right? They're really easy to throw in smoothies. However, eating a ton of raw kale and spinach can be really hard on your body. It can cause kidney stones, things like that. So the best method to consume your greens to get the most vitamins and minerals out of them is to lightly steam them and eat them with a healthy fat. So since I like to eat my greens largely in smoothies, I give them a light steam. So this is a huge amount of kale. Again, you just want them to be really bright colored green, just so they're wilty. It's good enough. And what I do is I pop them into the blender with a little bit of coconut oil, and I blend them, and then I put them in ice cube trays and freeze them. And then I put them into a bag, and I just add a cube or 2 of greens to my smoothies. It makes it super easy. You just have to do this like, you know, every once in a while, and then you have a stash of healthy, properly prepared greens that are giving your body the most benefits. And it's a really, really convenient, easy way to get greens in, especially to kids. You could pop these in like a soup or a stew or a spaghetti sauce or anything. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like to prepare them. And anybody who's looking for an easy way to get greens into smoothies that don't leave bits either, this leaves really smooth green smoothies, then this is for you. So I hope you enjoy this little tidbit. This trick way back in my paleo days when I learned about why we shouldn't be sticking raw kale and raw spinach in our smoothies all the time. Don't get me wrong, I don't think it's going to kill you if you do it once in a while. I definitely do it once in a while. But this is like the superior way to consume your greens. In a smoothie, I should say. Cook them, eat them, make kale chips, do whichever, but like this is a good way. Okay, so like I'm probably going to do 2 heaping tablespoons of coconut oil here. Yes, I have a giant tub of coconut oil, but that's only because I have an apothecary and coconut oil is a very prevalent oil that I use a lot of. Okay, sometimes you need to add a little bit of water. That's okay. I'm going to see if it wants to do it on its own. Okay, so now we're left with like green paste. It looks a lot like pesto. And I'm just gonna start filling up some ice cube trays. Pop these in the freezer, and I'll show you later when I'm popping them and putting them into a little baggie, and I'll do the rest because this isn't very entertaining, but I hope this helps. I hope it's a good tip for some of you, because if you're wanting to optimize the way you consume your greens, this is definitely my favorite way. So I'll have to do more kitchen work. I should mention also about the green cubes that 1 cube is about a cup of greens, so like a cup of fresh greens. Maybe even a little bit more. It really condenses, especially with spinach. So keep that in mind. You don't need like 5 cubes per smoothie. Like 1 or 2 will do just fine, because it's about equal to a cup. Okay, so I've been busy spending the afternoon, sorry, that's Grayson, doing herbs, gardening, prepping, just like food preservation and some apothecary stuff. So I'm trying to get my apothecary back up and running, the shop back open, but I want it to be open like permanently again and not have big breaks anymore, because obviously I quit my other job, so now I have time to devote to it, but there's a ton of prep work to do before I'm ready for sale again. But today I also worked on some little bits for my sweet friend who is about to have a baby anytime now. So I did postpartum herbal baths for her. So these are things you are able to find in my shop later, like when it's open. But I did her postpartum herbal bath in tea bags. I think I'm probably going to offer all of them in tea bags from now on, because it just makes more sense. It's a lot easier, and we're all about that convenient life. So these are for sitz baths after you have a baby, and perineum tea. So this is not drinking tea. This goes in your peri bottle for use after you give birth to help soothe and heal the area. And then I'm giving her some of my nipple and baby bum balm. I just made her a fresh batch. And then whenever she needs more, I will just make her more of any if she needs more. And whenever she needs more of this, I'll just bring her a new batch. So kind of convenient that way. So anyway, I put these together because it is time to give her her postpartum package. And yeah, so that was fun to do a little baby package. It's so exciting. Soon I'll be making these for myself, hopefully. Hello everybody. It is a different day than you guys saw in the last vlog, but I'm filming this evening, so we are going, we are heading to the theater. We're gonna go watch Jungle Cruise. We're gonna take the kids to their first movie since, you know, the world lit on fire. Cody and I went to see Black Widow, and we have a couple movies coming up, but we haven't taken the kids yet. So we're gonna go, it's family movie night, it's Friday. So we're gonna take them and do family movie night at the theater. So we're really excited, but I'm exhausted because I cleaned out the whole garage. Cody and I, this is embarrassing, but whatever. I'm just gonna talk about it because shit happens. Cody and I were working every day. The recycling yard was open. We live in a small town. You can't go recycle 7 days a week. It's closed on the weekends. Sometimes it's open on Saturday, but sometimes you go and it's supposed to be open and it's not open. So anyway, our recycling was so badly built up. It was gross. So like, it wasn't actually gross. It was all clean. But when you'd open our garage, it just looked like garbage. It was just recycling. So I cleaned the whole freaking garage, got everything cleaned up. I mowed the lawn because I got a little push mower. We have another lawnmower, but figured I would try out a push mower. This is so not interesting, but Cody's really allergic to nature. And so when he mows the lawn, I thought maybe it would be better for him to have a push mower, because it doesn't kick up as much dust and dirt and grass debris. And in general, there's my husband. I just thought it would be kind of nicer for me to use. So I'm just like very sore and very tired now because I just busted my butt doing all the yard work in the garage. Are they coming? Yeah. We're gonna go see Jungle Cruise. I'm very excited. And then I'll talk to you guys when we get back. Because I have to water the lawn anyway and water the garden. Water the garden, and probably the lawn. So I'll chat with you guys when we get back and tell you how the movie was and everything. But I just want to stop in because this vlog didn't actually end in the last time I was filming. So I wanted to say we are a week and a half away from Cody's reversal. So I'm very excited. It's coming in hot. It's coming very soon. There's just like so much baby energy right now. Like my friend is about to give birth. So many people that I follow have just had babies. We are going to try and make a baby soon. There's just like lots. And I feel like that's what I was going to say. Speaking of babies, I cleaned today and it was like not in my plan. I did apothecary work and then I was like, oh, I'll just like go do something. And then all of a sudden I just started cleaning. And then one thing turned into the other, like I washed it with a hose, like this. I washed down our driveway and like our front steps and got all the chalk off and blah, blah. And I feel like I'm like nesting pre-pregnancy. Is that a thing? Pre-pregnancy nesting, when you know you're going to be pregnant. So you just start like preparing. I feel like I've been doing that for a little while. I don't know if it's like actually like pre-pregnancy nesting or if it's because my friend's about to have a baby and I'm antsy. I don't know. But I thought that was funny. Anyway, we're gonna go to the movies. Here's my son, baby. Hello.
Hello.
You ready to movies?
Yes.
Send this to my boys. It's the second one that also
Hello everybody. We are back from the movies. As you saw, Grayson conked out. Our kids are getting too big to carry up the stairs. Poor Cody. Like, I can't really do it anymore. It almost kills me. Cody's even struggling now, so it's like, oh.
He's a big boy.
I know, he grew so big. You know, our friend, the other day our friend was like, at the park. She was like, he's grown since last time we saw you. Like, holy crap.
Oh yeah, he's big.
Yeah. But we went and saw the movie Jungle Cruise. I don't know if I said that. I think I did. It was so fun. It was such a great, like, first family movie back. I loved it. Super fun. Exactly what I had hoped and expected. Yeah, definitely recommend. I don't want to give away any spoilers, so I'm not going to say too much, but it was great. We loved it. The kids loved it. We, got D-box seats for this one, and I don't know, does everywhere have D-box seats or no?
Some places.
So if you don't know what D-box seats are, they're like movie theater seats, and then they move and they vibrate and they like sway or whatever to the movie, so like they'll be synced up for that movie. And when like action's happening and like a boat, for example, is like rocking, like your seat will rock with it. So really cool. The kids got to experience that. Super great for like action movies. I think Cody and we have D-box for Suicide Squad, right? You said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're gonna go do D-box seats again for Suicide Squad when that comes out. But yeah, it was a really fun evening and the kids are sound asleep. I went and watered the garden in the dark, which is I thought, I was like, oh yeah, I'll go just water the garden when we get home, and it's way harder to water in the dark than I thought. But anyway, well, I'm gonna go to bed and I'm gonna end this vlog. I hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry it was like split and there was like a gap in between because it wasn't, yesterday wasn't the first half of this vlog. There was like a day in between, so sorry if it felt a little bit random, but I hope it was still enjoyable for you guys. And I have lots of videos planned, so I'm excited about that. So anyway, thank you for watching. As always, I need to go to sleep. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.